Alright, so today's video is going to be the rise and disappearance of TSM daequan, and we're going to go over how he became popular, why people watched him, and pretty much where I think he is right now. So starting off, a lot of people started watching him because he was just amazing with the pump, and he actually says it on stream a lot that he played this game where it was pretty much just using pumps and stuff, and he really liked the aim mechanics of the game, and they kind of mirror what Fortnite was, and he says that he kind of brought over some of the skills from that game. I personally haven't played the game that he was talking about, but I'm just gonna play the clip right now.
I played a game called Guns the Duel, which was my absolute favorite game I ever played, and the reason for that is because the skill cap was so high. Like literally, if you didn't play for like a year and a half, like all day, you were just gonna get destroyed by people.
All right, so we started watching Dave because of his crazy aim, but pretty much a thing that kept everybody, kind of interactive with him was just how many like meme quotes that he had. He had a bunch of them, including "Let me get them toes," "Ooga booga." I don't know, so many. I'm just gonna play a couple of them.
360 ooga booga booga!
Big one!
Let's go, baby. What y'all talking about? What do you mean?
Hey, brother. Are you good, homie?
I have eyes on the enemy.
Hey, brother. Brother.
Nah, brother! You gonna feel the pain, boy! You gonna feel the pain! Come here, boy!
Alright, so kind of going over some of the problems that he had. He actually had some health problems going on with his spine. It's kind of explained more in the TSM video, but pretty much he played ball a lot, and he's a really tall guy, and he had spinal problems, and that's the reason why he couldn't really play college ball or anything. And he eventually just started gaming, and he put all of his energy into that, and he eventually got together enough money for a PC from his parents, and he just started streaming after that. And eventually people watched him. They liked his content, they liked him as a person, and it really mixed together good. And he was placing really good in tournaments, and that's when he actually got an offer from TSM, and that's when they signed him along with Hamlins and Myth, and they put him in a house together along with one more player. And yeah, he just started streaming, and people really enjoyed his content. One thing that you guys can know about his streams was that they start super late. He had a really bad sleep schedule, and that kind of plays into like his health and stuff. And one of the reasons why I think he disappeared, so he would start his streams at around midnight, and then they'd end at, I don't even know, sometimes like 5, 4, 6, stuff like that. And he would pretty much stay up all night. Some days he would try to stream earlier, but most days it was at midnight. And I know because I personally wouldn't be able to watch the whole stream. I just watch highlights over on his channel or on people on YouTube and stuff. And you could really see how much he enjoyed the game at this point. This was the early stages of Fortnite, and you can really see how aggressive he played, and how his playstyle was really crazy, and a lot of people wouldn't be able to survive the way that he did, but because of his crazy aim, he was just able to survive anything. And that kind of jumps into the next section that we're going to talk about, where we're actually going to talk about one point that I'm going to make, that daequan wasn't really a good builder. If you actually go look at his actual videos that he has from back then, you guys can actually see that he wasn't the best builder. There were a lot of pros that were actually a lot more mechanical than him, but the one thing that always saved him was his aim. He actually has one crazy clip at a pro tournament that I'm going to play right now just to show you guys how crazy his aim was.
Now, yeah, once the circle starts to move, baby, that's when you do it.
daequan has 8 eliminations.
Look at him go. He's not slowing down. I love it. He's actually, he must not have any rockets. He's not even opting to pick up that RPG.
I guess not. Oh, this is going to be his 8th elimination here. He goes for the edit play and then very quickly double barrels for the secured elimination.
Alright, so kind of going into some of the things that he said on Twitter and the reason why I think he's gone. So one thing that he said on Twitter was that his girlfriend, who actually came out in his videos, if you guys back then actually paid attention, in the intro when she'd actually say put in code TSM daequan into the item shop if you guys want to support the channel, and thank you very much, or something along those lines. You guys can actually go back and see it. And she was really helpful in helping Day. He would actually say that she would help with a lot of the videos and stuff, and you can definitely see how her getting salmonella poisoning was actually really bad, and she was in the hospital and she was real sick and stuff. And he says that this was one of the things that kind of got him off of Fortnite, him just focusing on her and her health and his family too, his mental health and stuff. And that was definitely something that he struggled with a lot, especially since, you know, the time of days that he would stream and just his health problems and everything. And that kind of contributed to it a little bit. One other thing was that kind of the way that the pro scene was kind of forming, he didn't actually agree with. If you guys actually watch his streams, you'd see that he didn't like the way that the pro tournaments were going, where people would box up. He would actually say that he'd actually make fun of these people in his video. I'm gonna try to find the clip and put it in right here.
This man got a fucking tree house going on over here, dude. Let me build that. This man legit has a tree house, bruh. Like, and I'm gonna just sit here and build and Ow! Oh shit, brother. Get out my face. Stop camping, you folks.
Yeah, but one thing he didn't like was people boxing, and this was kind of a turning point, because this was the point where Fortnite players were starting to take tournaments kind of more serious, and they were starting to actually, you know, try and stuff, and they'd box up, they'd gain all these materials, and, you know, they'd essentially hide for a little while. And yeah, Day said that he didn't ever want to play like that. He said that wasn't a play style that he would ever try and stuff, and that's what kind of led to him kind of falling off from the game. And you can kind of see it, how he wouldn't enjoy it as much going into the last couple streams that he had before he quit. And even like he came back for a little bit, and you could see it in his stream that he really didn't enjoy the game. And I think that's one of the reasons why, if he does come back, I don't think he's gonna come back for Fortnite. I think that he'll probably be streaming another game, and I think that's fine if he does, because just watching him as an entertainer, I've always said this, that Day is an entertainer better than he is an actual like Fortnite player or anything. He entertains, he's funny, he's interactive with his chat, he's everything, and he's a really good streamer. I would say back in the day, I imagine that Day would grow as big as Ninja. Obviously that hasn't happened, but I still stand behind that. If he was still streaming and he had streamed as much as Ninja, gotten a couple brand deals, I think that he could have been up there right now, and we'd be talking about who the biggest streamers were: Ninja, Day, and Tfue. And I think Day could have been huge and stuff. I definitely think that the money doesn't solve everything, and you can actually see how, you know, Day's health isn't that good, which is one of the other reasons why I don't think he's streaming as much. I think that he's healing right now. You know, obviously the strain on his back is probably real bad. His girlfriend's health, you know, obviously his health, and he can't mentally be, you know, healthy if he was streaming at 12 at night. It was really late. And yeah, I just hope this time that he's taken away, which he's taking a long time, when he comes back, you know, I hope he streams a little while. I definitely don't want to see him, you know, doing these midnight streams every single day for like a couple months, because I wouldn't want to see that personally. But I definitely hope that he comes back healthy, and I hope he, you know, recovers from whatever he has right now, and that he comes back in good health and stuff. And that's pretty much where I think Day is. I think that Day's taking a break right now. And for any of you guys out there that have any other information that you guys can think of, I know he did do his last tweet, which was a recent tweet, I think like a month ago or something. And yeah, I think there's a chance he could come back in 2021, and I hope he does, because I really do miss him. He was really entertaining and stuff. And you guys tell me what you think about Day. Tell me what you think about the video, and tell me if you learned something down below, and I'll try to respond. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this. All right, so the last thing that I need you guys to do, if you can, to support the channel. I don't have a Fortnite creator code. If you guys don't know, Epic actually hasn't given me a code in like 2.5 years because of the content I used to make or something. So instead, I have referral links, and you guys can go down below, hit the referral link from Ricari. You get a $10 coupon, and plus you're helping out the channel. Use that $10 coupon to go buy yourself some Pokemon cards, because Pokemon for some reason is blowing up right now, or I don't know, maybe something else. And I'll see you guys on the next video.